Dover, and we are back in the Diet Dr. Pepper series for a 200 lap, 200 mile race here at Dover, and boy, this is shaping up to be a difficult one. I am feeling extremely loose off the corner, so I'm thinking that early run, it's maybe okay to overdrive a little bit. I don't think I'm going to try it until maybe second or third run, depending on how I feel the first run, because I always have a problem of burning off the right front. But this thing is so loose. I don't know if we're going to get to that point before pit stops. I imagine we're still going to get tight, but it is so sketchy off the corner. Let's see if we can do anything for qualifying here. I'm sure it won't be great. That was a very bad turn 1 and 2. Hitting the chip down the back stretch and the front stretch here if you get a good exit. But that's not a huge deal. 23.2 is not very good. Try and get a better 1 and 2 here. Can we get a decent exit? Okay, that was actually not bad. Overdriving the heck out of it right now. Really focusing, trying to get a good exit there. We actually improve a bit. And a 23.0, I will take that. Might be one of our better qualifying runs of the season. Puts us P5 at the moment. Colton up front with a 22.9. The Busch Clash at the end of the year is just going to end up being Colton and like 2 other people, because I think Colton's got most of the poles. So that's funny. But yeah. Dover, extremely tough track, very narrow, very little room for error, or you get big pileups. And this is one of the toughest pit roads to get onto, maybe even the toughest. So I made sure, I tried to remind everybody multiple times, practice a green flag pit stop, because this is incredibly difficult with these cars. And I'm scared when I have to do it. Assuming we do green flag pit stops, we may get a bunch of cautions. I think cautions are going to be pretty possible here. The car is just... This is a very tough combo. I know the official series went here, and I think I remember feeling very tight and pretty stable. So maybe that's what it gets long run, and that's just what I'm remembering. But short run here, the little practice I've done, it is so sketchy off the corner. Very loose. But that may be a good thing. It may make it a very interesting race. You got to really pedal it off the corners and try and keep it underneath you. Still not running trading paints. Still issues with that as far as I know. I haven't heard any resolution to that, but I set up a channel in the Discord for people to just post their TGA files for their paints. So I've got some of those downloaded and saved. So we will have some paint schemes in here other than just mine, but most of the field I think is still just the iRacing default, whatever they have, which is fine. No big deal there. But it is cool to see a bunch of custom paints. But yeah, we're hanging up to the top 10. It looks like Nick just out-qualifies us by 12 hundredths. So that's cool. Colton, Tracy, JP, Mitch, Alayton, then Nick and myself, Jordan, Nick King, Chuck. Nick King's been qualifying good the past few races, it seems like. He's been doing really well. Ian with a 28.8. I wonder if he spun or if he was just trying to get to the back for his qualifying run, because he was looking pretty fast in practice. I think 23.1. Yeah, that's about what we ran. Not that I was very quick in practice. Colton was down into the 22.8s, just flying around here. This is going to be a tricky one. Billy looks like he's starting off. First lap didn't count because quality issues. Oh, that stinks. So that's why. So we have 34 people here. Good luck to everybody. Let's go take a look at where our pit stall is. Starting P7. Can you believe it? One of my best qualifying runs of the season so far. What can we do with this track position? Probably not much. I think we qualified good at Texas, and that's when we started in 4th gear and wrecked the entire field to start with, I think. So maybe that's a bad omen.
One outside. All clear, all clear.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we can hang on to it. Just get a decent start, get off the corner. I need to practice the green flag pit stop, and I need to change the steering ratio and the brake bias. I kept it default 12-to-1, 68% brakes for the qualifying run. I think that's been part of my problem with my qualifying. I get into qualifying still in like save tire long run mode, so my first laps can never be very fast. I don't think that's my entire issue, but I think that's definitely part of the problem. So I just went with the 12-to-1, 68% brakes to be a little more stable on entry, and I just overdrove it really hard for this one, and that seemed to help me a bit. Because if you're overdriving it, it's pretty stable, but obviously long run, you don't want to be overdriving it. Alright, let's try and get on pit road here. This is such a tricky pit road. This is how I'm entering it. I'm entering it kind of like Richmond, and we might have messed up Caden right there. Like, I'm trying to get it slowed down and onto the apron before turn 3, and you got to get down to 35 miles an hour for this pit road. It's crazy. You're going like 175, 180 into the corner, and you have like 100 feet, it feels like, to get slowed down to 35. It's crazy. Crazy pit road.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
We got Larry Foy in here with us. Got the Larry Foy throwback from Nick. That's cool. He posted that on the Discord as well. I like that. Such a weird looking car that ran
Alright, that's it.
in real life. But yeah, fun race. Should be a fun race, I mean. It'd be a difficult one. 200 laps, 400 miles. Not 400. Half of a 400-mile race, 200 miles. So we did 200 laps at Charlotte last week, and that was a 300-mile race. That was the longest race of the season, and this is going to be one of the shorter ones at 200 miles. If we get to the short tracks, like Richmond, I think was shorter, and Rockingham and Iowa is going to be shorter than 200 miles, I think. But
remember to give me that UL, Gavin.
yeah, I got you. Good thing he reminded me. I remembered earlier, but then I think I forgot again, so we'll make sure he gets it. Starting up in P2. Move to the end of the line. So yeah. He asked for that after getting into Colton last week, so that's alright. We got 4 sets of tires. And let's take a look at the race preview. If I can get it. We're here at Dover International Speedway for 200 laps and 200 miles, as I've said. Now, the field, every driver is averaging, like, for the total average of the entire season so far, is averaging just over 3 incidents per race, cumulative through all the races, which is pretty awesome. We're just now at the halfway point in the season. This is a 23 race schedule, and this is
you have 4 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
This is race number 12. So once we get halfway into this race, we'll be at the halfway point of the entire season, which is cool. We've done half the season already. It seems like it's flown by. These have just been so much fun. But yeah, 3 incidents on average for the drivers for the first half, which is awesome. It's been very clean. The cleanest race so far, surprise, surprise, has been Auto Club, which had no cautions. And you could imagine that being the cleanest race. All the racers, all the drivers in that race averaged 0.74 incidents for that entire race, which is crazily clean. And the messiest race, another big shocker, is Bristol, where the drivers averaged almost 7 incidents through the field. But, I mean, that's pretty expected there as well. That was, I mean, it's Bristol, so short track, messy racing, and that's just the way that is. But overall, they averaged 3.01. very clean. And that is including the Charlotte race from last week. So that's all these are updated. So we'll see how this one falls. And I'm looking forward to getting it going. Should be 1 to green now.
Alright, man, we're going green next time.
This being a mile track, it's kind of strange that they don't just do 2 pace laps by default. But since Tracy had the EOL there and everything, adding a pace lap there was a good idea from Nick. So I'm glad he suggested that. And let's be very careful on this start. It's going to be so loose off the corner on the bottom. We got to make sure we don't clip the apron. That's going to be a trouble spot for me, because that just shoves the nose like crazy and kills my momentum, and I'm worried I'm going to just end up getting ran over because my momentum I'm stopping out of the corner, seems like, every time I'm clipping the apron. But good luck to everybody. 200 laps. Let's have a fun one. Dover, very tough track, but it's a very fun track, especially if you get long runs. We got Nick King starting behind us and Chuck to our outside, so this should be a good one. Let's just try and get a decent start and not spin the tires too bad. Colton leading us to the green. We are off. Everybody in front of me got a pretty good start. Chuck got a much better jump than me. Whoa, and we're getting checked up there a little bit. Alright. Off the corner. Well, let's go. I know Nick is not a fan of this track, or it's one of his worst tracks. So we'll see if he can do good up there. I think for me and him both, just saving that right front is going to be the biggest problem. We got somebody low on the back stretch. Maybe got loose out of turn 2. Half spun it. It's Ryan in the 31 car. These guys are just checking out from me already. Trying to enter the corner nice and smooth. I want to try and not be super low. I think I have the tendency to go too low here, and that's why I'm clipping the apron. Because you kind of, the shape of these corners, you kind of want to diamond them. I am not looking quick here. I don't know if I need to be entering the corner harder or what, but I'd like to save my right front a little bit. Just for this first run to see. I think fuel-wise, it's about 70 laps, 65 to 70, but I'm not positive on that. Man, it is so loose. We got a little gap to Nick King, and then a gap to Chuck ahead of us. We're running P8, and we're still in P8, logging those laps in the top 10. It's not something we've been doing very often early on in races, but we've been finishing well. We are the current point leader, even though we don't have a win. Colton right on our tail with his 3 wins, but he had a bad race at Bristol where he lagged out and only completed like 29 laps, and that really hurt him. I think that's really been the only difference. Nick shoves way up the track there in front of Jordan. I'm getting tight on exit. Nearly hitting the wall. We don't want to be hitting the wall. We've gotten strung out behind us. This is great. We're going green to start with. Super awesome. Such a tough combo, and everyone's doing a great job. Everyone's been doing a great job this whole season. I've been loving it. But yeah, I think this middle to like half a lane up off the bottom line is where I want to sit. And do what we can do. I imagine it won't be too long before Tracy gets up here after getting that EOL penalty to start with.
Go ahead, Tyler.
We know he's going to be fast. We got Tyler coming up as well. The real tricky part is going to be when
Yeah, no problem.
pit stops start.
You too, John. Go ahead.
Are we going to get cautions before
Appreciate
that
it.
happens? John is back there as well. We know he's very, very fast. He's right behind Tyler there. Nick just lets Chuck go. We are going good here. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to go faster and catch these guys, though. Hopefully our tires come to us a little bit. Right here, it's not looking like we're going to be able to move forward much. But I guess that's what it looks like when you start off halfway decent and not way in the back. Nick running that middle to higher line there. You can get it to turn down off the corner and really diamond the line, or diamond the corner, running that line. So I think that's not a terrible idea, especially with how loose it is on the bottom down low, or on the bottom off the corner. We're starting to catch Jordan here a little bit. Chuck is marching towards the front. Can't tell who's in front of him. A lot of the people don't have their paint scheme, so I don't recognize them from far away. Jordan grabbed the wall a little bit on entry there. Yeah, we are burning this right front up, I think. I don't think we're doing a very good job at saving it. 40 laps from now, that's probably going to be a bad thing. Right now, we're still loose. Oh, and Nick just grabbed the wall. I nearly grabbed the wall. Now we're entering the corner really high. Showed John a lap down there for some reason. Hope I'm not blinking. I was having some internet issues earlier. Says we're alright. Had to restart it earlier, but I think it's been fine since then. Entering a little bit too low there, shoving up the track a bit. Now it's starting to tighten up. That was a bad corner there. Oh, we got smoke up ahead. I don't see anything. Thomas Sewell is on pit road. No caution came out. That's unfortunate for him, though, whatever happened. Oh, be careful with throttle off the corner. I'm having to use more and more wheel to get it to turn. This is not good. Not good. I might have a pass for the lead up there. I can barely see it out of the left corner of the window. Oh, huge push right there. Holy moly. This might just be like the ARCA race where we destroy the right front. I thought I was saving pretty good.
Sorry, 31.
Jordan got a big push there, it looked like, as well. Looks like he's just going to run high for us, but we're going to have a hard time getting off the corner down here.
Stay low.
Oh, man. Okay, we gave him plenty of room. We were both really shoving there. Luckily, he didn't get the wall, and luckily I didn't push up into him. I think he tried to give it to me, but I was just so tight down there and slow that I couldn't pass him. And I got Tyler right to our bumper, or his bumper. Chuck is starting to fall off a little bit, it looks like. Nick is catching back up to him. And this fall off seemed to just start out of nowhere. It was like flipping a switch, and we're only 20 laps into this thing. Maybe it'll come back around to us. I don't know. A little loose there. Probably good. Big gap behind us now. I don't know if they were racing too wide or what. Looks like they might have been. Tyler got around them. And we pinch off our exit out of 2. That hurts our speed massively.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to.
Clip the apron. Another bad corner. And that's how you lose a bunch of time. Might have been some contact somewhere, but still no caution. You only got 4 sets of tires, but it should be plenty. You can split this into 50-lap runs, kind of like we were trying to do with Charlotte, but just couldn't quite make it on fuel. This one you should have no trouble. 24.55 from the leader. That's a little bit faster than what we're doing, but not by a lot. I think they've been racing too wide as well. We got a little gap to those people behind us. John has passed Tyler. I need to stop going so low on entry. It's cutting off my exit a bit. That was a little bit better, but try and like enter up here, but it's probably worse on the right front. Yeah, let's see, and then we clip the apron, and that just ruins the whole plan. We're all over the place back here. Now Chuck's just getting out of the way for Nick, after Nick let him go earlier.
I'm gonna check. Thank you.
Okay, starting to get into a rhythm, I think. Maybe a little bit. Oh, that's a Leighton in the
Go ahead, Jack.
blue and magenta car up there. He's been running those colors all season. I should have known that. Might have some lap traffic coming up.
Go ahead, buddy.
Ooh, they're getting close up ahead. Really tight out of turn 2. And I'm pushing bad in 3 and 4. All of a sudden, we got a huge gap behind us. Over a second to John, and then a second behind him, over a second to Tyler.
Sorry, one.
Leighton looking to the inside. On, I don't know who that is. That's Mitch. Mitch is defending pretty hard up there, it looks like. But that's alright. Haven't seen any contacts. We're all kind of getting caught up to that group up there as they're racing hard. And we got lap cars coming up. So this could get interesting. See what goes on here. We got Gregory in the 22. We're going to catch him off the corner, thankfully. Down the straightaway and not right on exit like we love to do with lap traffic. He lets us by. Thank you. Man, it is tight. But it's so loose off the corner. You got to be so careful both ends of the corner for different reasons. Ooh, sketchy out of turn 2. They're nearly making contact. There might have been some contact there with Raymond and a Leighton.
I bet I got tight.
Go ahead, Dan.
Try and clear them without getting too loose or clipping the apron or anything like that. That was sketchy. Nick passes a Leighton. We're all getting stacked up right here. Leighton had a bad exit out of 4. Ooh, don't run into Chuck. Oh, they're both tight, pushing.
Stay low.
As am I.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Okay, we get by a Leighton there. It's been an unfortunate couple laps for him. He's lost like 3 spots. I think he's just lost his momentum, or he was racing hard behind Mitch and has fallen off. I'm not sure. Nick is up there catching Mitch. He caught the back end of Chuck almost. And we're grabbing the wall on entry. Not what we want to be doing there. Let's take a look at what fuel looks like. We can do 25 more laps. That's not 60. Well, I guess it is. That's about 65. Alright. We're coming to lap 40, so a little less than 65. You want to get past lap 50, though, I think. Like we were trying to do at Charlotte, but couldn't get it to work. Now, I've not practiced a green flag pit stop with tires as worn as these are going to be, so that could be very dangerous as well. I'm kind of scared of the pit stop coming up if we don't end up getting a yellow. You never know, we could end up getting a yellow. We may want to go long here because the likelihood of us getting a yellow in the green flag pit stop cycle is probably pretty high. So you may want to just run it out. Maybe we should try that. It's only going to be, it'll be about 15 laps longer. We're going to lose a ton of track position if we don't get a yellow though. Maybe that's not a gamble worth taking. I don't know. Ooh, Nick throws it in. He gets tight underneath Mitch there. We could nearly get to the outside of Chuck. We're going to look to his inside. I think he just lets us go there. I got to wait behind Mitch here. Nowhere for us to go except straight in the back of him, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't time that quite right. We could have crossed over on him.
Got one outside. Good job, man. Up a bit. There you go, man. Good
We're up to P5.
You're clear high. Clear high.
And Mitch is just falling off a bit. We've moved into the top 5. We're up to 4th now, I think. Colton is in 2nd. I'm not sure who's in front of him. Can't remember. Jordan? Or did we pass him earlier?
You're 4th place.
We got lap traffic coming up though, as well. But they have let Colton by, or Colton's got around him.
Go ahead, just stop.
Might be JP. Nick into the wall. We're intimidating into hitting the wall.
You're clear high, clear high.
Now let's not do it right in front of him. And we're getting the right front call, but thankfully we're not going to be out here for too much longer. I don't think. I mean, we can make it to lap 60, but we won't be very fast. Now we're into P3.
Third place. Outside.
Gotta be careful there.
Stay low. You're clear high, clear high.
Well, we got the right front call. We really haven't taken care of the tires very well,
Lap down.
but we're running P3 with great track position, and we were moving forward. We have been, so maybe it doesn't matter. And I'm inclined to believe that it doesn't matter. Seems like if we're moving forward this much at the end of the run, that our tires aren't the worst out here.
4.85. Got one
Matthew
outside.
catching him on exit. It's going to hurt our corner.
Still there. All clear,
It's alright
all
though.
clear.
He stayed up out of the way like he needed to. It's JP up front, yeah. JP is extremely fast as well. He hasn't shown up to all the races, but I think the likelihood of him winning one is still pretty high. Could be this one, you never know. When are we going to do pit stops? Can we really, I mean, with how clean this series has been, can we really expect a caution even in the green flag pit cycle? I say that, but we got caught twice on pit road for a caution at Charlotte, and Colton just pits right there, gets it to lap 50. JP's still out.
Good job, man. You're up to second.
I think
Good job,
we
man.
maybe pit when JP does, maybe catch a caution.
Thanks, bud.
I don't think we want to pit super early. Colton's going to gain a ton of ground, and that's probably what he needs to do right there to get back around JP.
Car behind you, pitting.
Car behind is not
Good job,
pitting.
man. You're up first.
I just led a lap? I thought JP was the car ahead of us. 26:51 for Colton.
75 pitting.
Well,
car pitting this lap.
we're getting bonus points.
Pitting.
I think we stay out, try and catch a caution. What do you say?
Thanks, Rick.
What do we try? I mean, we're gonna lose a ton of track position, but we're leading laps,
Position is standby.
and
Pitting in this time.
I think we can make up some positions we lose, especially being this early. This is just the first pit stop. It may backfire us, or for us. We might drop back to like 25th or something, but maybe we can stay out here long enough to keep Nick from leading a lap. That would be mean. That would not be very nice, but I'm competing against everybody here.
29 pitting.
Mitch, 053. That's not good. He might have gotten a meatball there. Oh, I think
That car's lap down.
we've hit the right front no longer exists mode.
20 pitting this time. 20 pitting.
I think we need to pit next time. Yeah, we're not turning anymore. Let's pit next time.
0-1 pitting this time.
Chuck here, we're just gonna let him go. My right front does not like this anymore.
All right, man. That car is a lap down. That car is a lap down.
We're gonna pit right here.
That car is a lap down.
Nick is gonna get his lap led.
9 pitting in this time.
Car just felt like crap there for those last two laps, so I had to come in there. Well, we led some laps, got some bonus points.
Sorry, buddy.
Let's take a look at what our right front's going to end up being. Man, this is such a slow pit road. Holy moly.
Taking the lead. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh, I messed up. I didn't
34,
take tires.
60.
I don't know how they weren't auto put on. That don't make sense.
Oh, that sucks. He didn't take tires were turned off? That is terrible. Unfortunate for him.
Go.
Tracing. Exiting the pits here. Let's not get a penalty. That would destroy our race. Alright. Good pit stop. How many spots are we going to lose? Some people have not pit yet, which is fine. Nick is one of them.
Outside.
Stay on the inside of Peter here because
Clear high.
he's still out here. Look at the chat.
The leader is pitting now.
Which chat? Oh, pitting in probably. Somebody maybe got contact. We're back to 13th, so I mean we
So
lost
high, I'm 10 on this lap.
probably 10 positions. I know we were in the lead, but that was after pit stops. So we lost 10 spots and probably a bunch of time. We're back behind Mitch, and we're in 12th, so not even... That didn't actually cost us too much in terms of positions. If we get a caution, we'll be right back in it. And I think going longer,
Closing on the gap is 1.
probably alright.
1.
We're ahead of Tyler again. Got smoke off the corner. I think we're on the lead lap.
Good job. The next car is
Yes. Nick just came out of pit road. He did not catch a caution. Tyler's catching us fast here. I don't think that was a bad call to try and catch a caution with how loose it is on cold tires and
the gap is 1.6. Good job, man. You're in the top
how ridiculously crazy the speed difference is between new tires and old tires. There could have easily been an incident in the middle of the pit cycle. And I'm
Hey,
watching
John and
Raymond
Chuck,
and
I'll
not
go high
my
here,
corner.
bud.
10-4.
Still get a good exit though.
Thank you.
car 5 has
You got
taken the lead.
JP back to the lead, sounds like. Tyler's looking really fast behind us. We're catching Billy. Mitch is just taking off from us.
The leader did a
Green flag pit cycle at Dover in the Gen 4s. Can you believe it? People watching these races, you should be able to believe it.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.1.
58 getting.
I'm glad I got some laps led though. We get the 5 bonus points. We're not going to get the 5 for leading the most, I don't think. I don't know if we'll ever get that, but we've hardly ever even led a lap. So good to get those laps led there. I think we have we have 5 bonus points total on the season, and that's just for leading 1 lap. I think on total we've led like 3 laps. I don't even remember what race it was. But definitely glad to get it here. I wasn't expecting to be in the lead there.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Oh man, we got extremely loose. Now we're in P7 all of a sudden. So we really weren't hurt that bad. I mean, we lost a bunch of time. Like we're so far back from those guys, but positions-wise, we're pretty good.
One outside.
We're getting around Billy there. That's going to put us P6. I wonder how far Nick fell back. Maybe the key was as soon as we started feeling it terrible on the right front, we don't lose that much, but Nick didn't even lose that much either. He's just back in 9th or 10th. And he pitted, I think, the latest out of anybody. So that is really interesting on the strategy. You can't really undercut that much, at least in terms of positions.
Go ahead, Tracy.
And Colton,
iRacing probably over.
All clear, all clear.
Colton didn't keep the lead for very long.
Maybe be able to get it back, but I don't think we're gonna get yellows like that. So
Tracy
Yeah, that's weird what happened.
having issues. Oh, his tires. Yeah, that's right.
I've never had to where auto deflect my tires. That made me pretty mad actually.
Yeah, that
That
makes
is
no
what it
sense
is.
that it wouldn't be automatically set.
3.989.
Pit crew definitely let him down there. Why were they thinking not to change tires?
But the other one.
Alright, we're starting to catch back up to Mitch after he stretched his lead out. It was at 2.6 at one point. Maybe we're doing a good job at saving tires compared to the field. About to catch Allen as well. He's a lap down in 23rd. 23rd though is a pretty decent run.
I would love it if you guys would have a yellow eventually.
I thought we would get one in that pit cycle. Oh, Allen's looking
I have
loose.
over a minute of damage. I would just love it if it would happen.
Oh, that stinks. Wonder if he got the wall.
Yeah, I apologize again for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it may have been contact
Oh,
with
good,
Steven.
don't worry.
Get a run on Mitch here.
Got one outside.
At least you can get caught speeding twice
Still there.
versus this cycle.
All clear.
Oh no. That hurts so much under green.
Yeah, man, you're back.
Having to do a pass through, and then I guess he sped on his pass through. I mean, this is just such an incredibly slow pit road. Now we're back up to P5. We were putting in good laps here. We're being solid. I'm liking this.
Jeez, I would have given it to you in the corner, man.
There's been stuff going on. We haven't seen anything.
No, you put it in the middle of the corner. It's a little hard to correct for that.
Well, you had a bad angle, you drifted up, left it open.
Arguing going on, but it's still civil at least, I think. I gotta open this. One hand on the wheel, should be fine.
You're pulling away from the car behind.
We're still pulling away from people.
0.4.
75 laps green to start this thing. We're almost to halfway.
The leader just did a
24.221.
I'll say hi, JP.
Can you believe that? We're 3/8 of the way through this. Chuck is 2.4 ahead. We'll see if we close in on that at all. Wonder what John's pit strategy was, because he leapfrogged quite a few people. He was behind us. I think he pit pretty early. He must have. Let's see. JP and Colton did not pit too far apart from each other. They're like 6 and 7.5 seconds up. They got this thing way out of reach for the rest of us.
We got you 2.9.
We are catching these two up ahead. Little by little. We got a big gap behind us now. Dover's a blast. It's a very hard track, but it is very fun on long green runs like this. You get 2 green flag pit stops, that would be unbelievable. Like, you're so on edge. It seems like you're more on edge at this track than a lot of the other ovals. Like, it's hard to just back it down and be easy because of the corner exits are so tight and tricky, and you have to diamond them
Clear high, clear high.
almost perfectly. You can't just run the top or be lazy on the bottom. There's so little margin for error at this track. As I nearly plow the wall. We're catching Chuck and John up there. I can feel the right front giving away already. When did we pit? Like 56? I believe. 56, 57. We're not going to pit until at least after lap 100, and we're already feeling not great on the right front. This is probably only about 20 laps into this run. Well, I guess it is. Less than 20.
You can have it into one, JP.
So we got
24.5.
we got some room. We can try and back it down, try and save some right front. Oh, John just disappeared. Okay, he's back. He's blinking a bit. Chuck might have caught the wall there. Tracy is a lap down in 26th after his pit crew did not change tires and he had to go back down pit road. We got Rick on the outside of turn 2. I'm getting extremely tight. Holy cow.
That car is a lap down.
Oh my gosh, this thing is tightened up like crazy. See if we can get around Rick and then let Tracy by.
Got one outside. Just clear high, clear high.
You can go ahead around me, Tracy.
Thanks. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. Clear low, clear low.
Plenty of space behind us. We know he's faster. He just got unlucky. And I am not doing good on corner exit right now. We don't need to be holding them up for no reason. We didn't really even lose that much time. This series is incredible. 85 laps green at Dover. With like 30, 35 cars on track. There's been contacts for sure. There's been mistakes.
Alright, man, that car is a
But
lap down. Outside.
not big enough to cause a yellow apparently, because this track isn't one like Darlington where you have a bunch of runoff apron that doesn't cause yellows. There's like any wreck that's a big enough wreck will cause a yellow here. Look how narrow the surface is.
The leader just did a 24.778.
24.7. We were a little quicker than the leader that time, but our tires are a couple laps newer. I think we just go until we feel the right front start to give away. Chuck is just letting us by, kind of like we did the first run, and then just pit then, because it's not going to cost us that much position-wise, it looks like. Unless a lot of people undercut. But we already made it back up to 4th. We just can't go past that point because you see how much time Nick lost. He's way back behind us. He was right behind us when we pit. But I assume he stayed out until it ran empty. And I could feel my right front just giving up those last like 2 or 3 laps before we pit. So I just went ahead and pit. And I think that was a good choice. But Nick may be able to 2-stop this thing. Doing that. 110 to go. We can make it to 80 to go. So that is not going to help us. We're going to have to 3-stop this. I wonder if Nick can stretch it. I don't think that's possible. I mean, he wasn't saving that first run. I don't think anyone was saving. Maybe Peter. He was in 3rd, a lap down, and I think he was the last one to pit. Maybe he can make it on just one more stop. I don't know. We're not playing. That's not our
What do you want, high or
strategy.
low, Tracy?
Low.
Alright, I'll give you low whenever you get here. If I get there.
Jordan is a lap down now. I wonder if he had a pit road issue. He was up front with us at the start of this thing. This is tough. This is a workout, man. My arms are almost to lap 100. And this is
I really messed this up bad. I got up to 13th on that first run, and then just been 6 tires, and that was that.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I figured he'd be moving up quickly. He would have probably been top 5 by now had he not had that happen. But man, this is tough. Nick has moved into 6th, so he is moving up.
I was fine on pit entry, and then I sped on pit exit of all the things to screw up.
And that's why Leighton's not up here anymore. It's such a slow pit road, it's crazy.
And the line at the end is out from the actual, what looks like the end of pit road too, which threw me off.
I don't know why they have to make it 35 miles per hour here. It's so slow.
I guess because it's so narrow. I think it's 40 in real life, maybe. Or it's 35 with a 5-mile-an-hour tolerance. So, effectively 40. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. But it is crazy slow compared to the race speeds. I've just kind of been logging laps here. I'm not catching John that much. He's still up ahead of Tracy. But we are starting to get very tight. We're hitting that point in the run. I mean, technically, if we wanted, we could pit within the next 2 laps, but I think we want to stretch this a little bit longer, get longer and longer and longer, and our tires are going to end up being better and better and better long run compared to the field if they all pit on 50. We're going to lose some time to start with, but that first run, it didn't cost us that much, it seems like. We're in P4, so. And Nick has, since he pit one of the latest, he's got some of the best tires still, I imagine. So I don't think going long is a bad idea. I thought the leapfrog pitting early or right on time like Colton did would have been a bit more effective for the field. I know Colton got a big, I mean, he leapt ahead of us by a ton. But a lot of the other cars in the field didn't. People should be pitting about now. Haven't seen anybody yet. We got a big stack up ahead. Oh, they're pitting right ahead of us now. Colton's back on pit road, right on time. Lap 101.
Pitting this time, pitting this time.
JP's pitting a lap after him, just like the first run. I think we
For me, John, when you're betting.
go long again. Lead some more laps.
The leader is pitting now.
And just keep trying this until it doesn't work for us. See some smoke on pit road there. Somebody might have spun.
Alright, you're back in second.
We're in
Gonna
second,
pit this time, Tracy.
but we're really going to be in P1 after
Okay.
John pits 52-57 from Colton. That's really good. Was John going to make that pit entry? That was very aggressive. Didn't start slowing down until way into the corner. I can't do that. I'm not good enough. We're in the lead.
Good job, you're back in first.
Now do we catch a caution?
The car in front is pitting. The car in front is pitting.
We're the car in front. And we're not pitting yet. We can go another like 10 laps.
Go ahead, Gavin.
You got one outside. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. All clear, all clear.
Thanks.
That car is a lap down.
Get around Nick King there. I think we just keep going. Maybe catch a caution, and if we don't,
Okay, this time, Caden.
we'll come out a little bit behind, but
Same these.
our tires are going to be so good.
Alright, I'll go one more then.
Some contact there, nearly
Okay.
a spin on the front stretch there.
Awesome. Sweet.
Right front tire is wearing out.
And we just now got the wearing out call, so this was a lot later, I think, than the first one.
And I nicked the freaking yellow thingy on the wall. Awesome.
Oh no. A lot of pit problems going on. But Dover, that's not uncommon. This is such a tough pit road. Tracy's shouldn't have happened. I don't know why it unselected tires for him, but a lot of speeding, a lot of difficult entries.
75 hitting.
Chuck is now pitting. We're pulling away from Nick right now. This is kind of about the point in the race, or in the first run, where we started pulling away from him and we got around him.
Pitting in, 67 pitting in.
Here comes Billy on new tires. He's going to fly right on by us. We're just going to go high for him.
Don't shit around.
Oh, he's stopped on entry.
Yeah, I didn't slow down in time and got the water barrels. My race is over.
That's so easy to do here. It's crazy.
That's all right, dude.
Yeah, 100% my fault. But man, with all those fast cars out there, I didn't want to slow down and cause a wreck.
Whoa, loose. All right.
Catch me on the top.
When do we pit? Nick still hasn't pit. He may be waiting on us. Let Nick King by. We may lose a bunch of time here. So we're letting people go and stuff. It may not work out for us. How much longer can we go? Still feel alright on the right front, maybe? Or maybe not. Alright, I think we pit next time. I think it just went away. Really unfortunate for Alan there. It's so easy to do that. It's crazy how easy it is to do that. Get those water barrels on entry. We're going to pit here. Oh my goodness. Nearly not pit. Alright. Finally on pit road. What are our tires going to be? Make sure they're selected. We went to 113 there.
Pit box in 10.
I don't know if going long is going to take this is going to be a good strategy or not, but it's what we're doing.
Thanks for the room, Ian.
3, 2, 1.
If we can keep from making mistakes on pit road, I think we'll be in decent shape.
Can't tell you how many times
4260. It's about the exact same. I think that's the exact same what they were the first run. Oh, Chuck is out.
That car is a lap down.
Coming back out.
Damn it, Tracy.
No mistakes. Big traffic jam coming behind us, unfortunately. Are we going to be a lap down?
Don't have the rough go up there now.
JP and Colton. JP and Colton pit before us, so I guess we're a lap down now. So I think staying out long wasn't what we wanted to do there, unless we got a caution. But our tires are going to be a lot newer now. And I think there may only be like 4 people on the lead lap. Amazingly.
That should be what the bottom, Gavin.
What was that?
I assume you want the bottom when you get me.
Yeah, the bottom.
Got one outside. Still there? Hold your line. You're clear high. Clear high.
Maybe if I don't spin out, though. Thanks.
I got you.
Alright, we're catching Colton here. Our tires are newer, but we're trapped a lap down, but we're only in 8th, so... we're alright. Probably be able to race our way back to the lead lap. We don't want to cost Colton too much. I think he's just letting us go.
Time on the drop. Good call.
See if we can get around JP. I assume he'll cycle to the lead. I don't know if Nick is pit yet. So if we get around JP, we will be back on the lead lap, essentially, but we're going to be very far behind him.
It's good. 85 pitting.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh my gosh. We are not on the lead lap. Did that just work out for Nick?
Geez, Gavin, on your video, you gotta watch that wreck. Watch how I missed it.
Yeah, I'll see it. We're not on the lead lap. No, Nick.
I really needed that pit cycle.
Nick
finish.
got it. Nick got the caution. Holy cow. And I want tires.
Jeez, what a run.
Yeah, that was insanity. Great job. It's alright, we can take the wave around. We won't be that hurt.
Where would the 6 car be? Just curious.
The 6? I have no idea.
Come on, Ian. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
JP and Colton might pit. We can't because we're not on the lead lap. The lead lap people have absolutely nothing to lose by pitting because there's only like 3 of them. 4. There's 4 of them. Oh, checking up in 4.
Let the 16 car by.
What a run. Doesn't quite work out for us, but it worked out perfectly for Nick. He goes extremely long and gets rewarded for it. That was a great call.
Car 57.
Ended up working.
Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the
And that is
outside.
Billy getting the lucky dog. We're going to save some fuel here because I don't think we can make it to the end. But we got to take the wave around. Get back on the lead lap. But we're going to have nothing for those front guys anymore because they're taking tires and they're going to have a set left. But let's take a look at Larry Mack race trends here. So this is the halfway point in the season. The first half of the season we had 52 total cautions, and this is up to Charlotte, not including this race. 21 of those cautions have come in the final third of each race. So to put it another way, we get an average of 1.92 cautions in the final 33% of each race, which is kind of crazy. We've had a bunch of races end under yellow, and we're getting a lot of cautions at the end. We're getting long green runs to start with, and then last third of the race, we're getting an average of 1.91 or 1.92 cautions per race. And that includes, like Texas, we had like 175 lap green run, and Auto Club where we had no cautions. Texas, that long green run to the end. So that includes those races. So the final caution, the average number of laps to go for the final caution is 32 to go. And that includes those really long green runs to the end for those other 2 races. So that is not many laps. And that's why we've had so many under green or end under yellow. And that could inform some pit strategy. If you prepare for there to be a caution in the final third, maybe you do some funky things, like stay out really long, like Nick just did. And it could work out. So there's a Larry Mack race trend for the first half of the season. Very interesting. So we're going to take our wave around here. Nick, I think, is in the lead. Unless he got off pit road. Now JP took it, maybe.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, Nick did. They had so many lap cars in between them for pitting. Alright, we'll need to pass the field.
Man, we're going green next time by. Pit road is closed.
We are in P8 behind lowercase Ryan here. We should have plenty of time. This is not a big track.
Past the 8 car.
So I don't know if our strategy is going to work into the average of 32 to go for the final caution or not. But maybe we stay out long again this time. I mean, we're only back to P8. We didn't get a chance to make up all our spots after that green run. Or after that yellow. So, I'm not sure. That's something to keep in mind going forward. Checking up on the back.
Get ready.
And they're wrecking. As I said,
Flying team.
The pace car.
I can't.
Let the 16 car by.
Delay the
Position
green.
when the yellow flag came out. All right, man. Light you back on
Yeah.
the pace
That
car.
was,
We're not going green this
scary.
time. We are not
Had to do
going
that.
green.
They
All right,
wrecked
man.
back here.
Light you back on the pace car. We're not going
That
green this
screwed
time.
over
We are
Leighton.
not going green. Catch the 16 car.
That was great.
As Ryan ran into him. They may have
All right, man. We're going green next time by.
they may have started going by the time I delayed that. But I had to do that, or Leighton was going to be sitting on the side of the track, or sitting sideways on the track. They couldn't tell from way up there, though. But we'll just try this again. Does Billy have to go to the back?
Past the
He was a lucky dog.
57, past the
Wonder why it's just now sending him to the back. Alright, let's not do that again. Alright, let's be careful this time. Like, not by speeding up. A Leighton got sent to the back there. Alright, we are in P8. We're behind a bunch of lap cars because of the wave around. So we're very far away from the front pack, but that's fine.
Don't do anything. They almost wrecked again. They're good.
cars in.
They'll fix it out.
I didn't see anything back there.
Everybody's in
Green,
line.
green, green.
I'm dropping to the bottom here, Dan.
Okay,
Let you lead
Nick
yourself.
gets a huge jump up there, and he's on new tires. He might win this race.
Appreciate it, Rick.
Stay low. All clear, all
Okay.
clear. You got one outside.
Get around Dan and Ryan there.
Clear high,
A
clear
little bit
high.
loose. Not trying to be super aggressive here, but we do have some track position to make up. We're only in 6th, though. We go green to the end, though. Those front 4 being able to go down, take tires, top up with fuel, they might just run away with the race.
All right, man, that car is a lap down.
Very interesting timing of that caution. Trapping all those guys a lap down, but I have wave arounds enabled. Colton has just taken the lead, though. Got a bunch of lap traffic here. We're just going to have to be patient.
Outside.
Ian got through him
All clear,
without too
all
much
clear.
trouble.
All right, man, that car is a lap down.
I think 1/3 into this race, or 1/3 remaining in this race, is about 67 to go, right? So once we get into that window, we may start looking for cautions. I think we are in that window nearly. 4 laps away, 5 laps away.
All All clear, all clear. Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
Chad up in 16th. He's lapped down at this point, but who isn't really?
Outside.
Sorry.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, we're back on the lead lap, so I think we pit now, make it to the end, right?
Position when the yellow flag came
Not
out.
much to play with strategy-wise there. We're up to P6.
Well, thank you all for not running over me, and I have no idea how they didn't blow the engine.
Pit road is now open.
I
Must
got
have been
really
scary.
close. I'm glad I didn't tag you.
Somebody's broken up there.
Yeah, it's on me. He checked out my thing out of the way. That's my bad.
We'll take our set of tires and should be able to make it to the end on fuel now. Maybe?
We're checking out, boys.
Maybe? Yeah, pace car's in 4 right now. We are going to pit, though. Get our new tires. We got plenty of sets to work with from here. Well, I say that, but we have only 2. So 1 left after this pit stop.
Pit boxing.
They're back on
10,
pit road.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Take our tires, 98, 97. I wish we could put those back on. They were totally fine. Mostly fine.
I didn't even think about
There you
exiting
go.
the closed pit.
Oh no.
Be mindful,
How does
you
that
only
work?
have 1 set of tires remaining.
Line up single file. It's the
Does he have to go to the back now? I think he
95
does.
It said pits were open when we pit. Yeah, pits are open, but they won't open the exit till everybody on the track has gone past.
It's the 25 car.
It's usually never a problem, but because it was like a splash and go, essentially, we were out so
Let the
quickly. I really
25
think.
car by.
Oh,
Yes,
they
position
didn't
when
take
the
their
yellow
tires
flag
because
Yeah,
they
can we
just
get a
pit.
black flag clear for that, please?
Should
I don't know. I don't know. Do we kind of deserve it though for not looking?
Yeah, I don't know. It should have said exit closed.
Past the 18. Past the
What are you supposed to do? Just sit in your pit box and wait?
Sit at the exit and wait. Is what usually you're supposed to do.
past the 36.
Yeah, I never heard
past
about
the-
that before.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Past the 7. Past the
Is this just a rear of the field penalty?
past
Is
the
it
92. Past the
like, do we get a stop and whatever 40-second penalty?
It should say your left screen what you got.
It should just be rear of the field. I don't think I'm going to clear it because it tells you on the thing. If
Drop the end, so that won't be the worst, I guess.
If it does make you do a stop and go, let me know and I will clear it after the green, but it should just be into the field. Gotta look at the thing. It's easy to miss it for sure, but I don't think I'm gonna clear those. That is unfortunate for Colton and John. I apologize. That probably not a
Alright, man,
popular
we're going
decision,
green
but
next
I
time,
think
bye.
it's the most consistent. I don't want to be clearing exit penalties all season for everybody. Running this like an official race as much as possible. Just let the UI or the automated scoring handle it for the most part. We got Mitch right behind us. We know he's quick on the short run. We've caught back up to Nick, Billy, and then Ian.
I'm the lucky dog, so I gotta be behind everybody.
And then JP up front. Maybe we just clear them on the start here. I think we will. I'll just clear them when we get to the back stretch for everybody.
Get ready. The pace car is in.
JP up front, coming to the restart.
Green, green, green. All right,
Don't
man.
get a great jump.
The leader just did a
That's all right.
1 minute 21.189.
Mitch is going to go around us on the outside.
Stay low. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Oops,
Clear high,
I didn't even
clear
type the
high.
right thing. That's the right thing. I think a lot of those guys aren't even in the session anymore. Tyler's still behind us. He's been behind us this whole thing, it seems like. Oh, nearly contact. Right in front of us. Ian going for the lead on JP. Nick looking all over the place, loose right there. But it's go time. I don't know if we can make it on fuel though. We can go 60 laps. We have 62 left. But those trends, you kind of expect another caution or two even. Get a run, but not going to throw it in from this far back, I don't think. Didn't have a good enough run. But we do now.
Outside. Still there. Hold the line.
Don't get loose off the corner if we can help it.
You're clear high. Clear high.
Okay,
Good job, man. You're back. The lead
P5.
23.326.
Oh, it's loose and tight and loose and tight. Like it's tight on exit, but it's also very loose on exit, so I'm trying to put as little wheel input as possible. But if I'm pushing to the wall, I got to put more wheel input, and that's just getting it extremely loose. I'm trying to do as little of that as possible, be as smooth as I can be, and it's very, very tough.
Sorry for doing that right in front of
Oh
you,
my
Greg.
gosh.
I just wanted to give you room to correct yourself.
JP
Yeah,
falling
appreciate
off
it.
here, but he's on older tires, I think. I think all those guys are. Just a couple lap older. But since they had pit that first time, since they could, with everyone else being a lap down, they didn't take tires this time. So this second caution that came out was really unlucky for them, because they had really great strategy to put them in that position. They needed that to go long green, but it didn't end up happening. Tracy coming off pit road. Gotta be careful not to hit the wall. JP's holding on pretty good here. I'm not just flying by him. Now Mitch is in the lead.
Go low 25.
JP looking on the inside on Billy. We're going to try and follow him.
Outside. Still there. Hold the line.
This is going to be tough, though.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Should be able to get him here.
All
We
clear,
do.
all clear.
He gets a run, but he backs off of it.
You're back to 4.
We're up to P4. But can we make it to the end? Do we even care? Are we going to get another caution? No, we can't make it to the end. No way. Can't even save to the end. We're like 4 laps short now. That being said, when do green flag pit stops come? You can't come too early if you only got 1 set left. GP a little into the wall, not bad though. We are all over his bumper. Don't hit the wall.
Got one outside. Stay low.
Don't get loose on exit.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side. You're clear high.
Ian backs off, tries to get down in line in front of Billy, just manages to be able to do that.
Alright, you're back in third.
We are in P3. Here comes Tracy on his new tires. We'll just get out of his way.
Inside. Alright, man, that car's a lap down.
We got a big gap behind us now. And we're loose. We don't need to be clipping the apron on entry though, that's for sure.
9, 5.
Steven up in 7th. He's having a great run. Doing really good. I think he's kind of been on similar pit strategy that we've done. I need to be careful. I'm catching JP in a bad spot. I don't want to end up running into him. Try and time this a little bit better. Mitch is not getting that far from us, and we know long run, I think we're a little bit quicker than Mitch. This could shape up to be some heck of a race. I don't know raw speed if we're good enough. It's close. Oh, we got a spin. They get back going though. No yellow. Oh, I couldn't quite get the run. That was going to be a good run. I kind of chickened out of it. Oh, JP's loose. Oh, we dove it in.
Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
Whew, thank goodness he gave us a little more room there after we saw that. That was going to be treacherous.
You're back in second.
Now we're really tight. I got more air on my nose getting out from under his bumper, and now we're really tight. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch Mitch. Got Gregory running up high. We're going to catch him in a bad spot. He backs out of it though. Still kind of hurt us a little bit, but that was just bad timing. Nothing he did wrong. Oh, I'm just not quick enough. He's kind of inching away. Maybe at the end of this run we'll be a little bit quicker. I don't know. He's getting loose there though. 0.6. I feel really bad for Colton and John now. They would have been up here probably way out ahead of us. It's going to look bad if I end up winning this. I did not expect to be in a position to have it within reach. First of all, and second of all, I don't think that was something I should have cleared because it's a pretty known rule. You just got to pay attention to the box. It's not like I did anything, I just didn't clear them. All of a sudden we got a huge gap behind us. I don't know how that happened or where that came from. Oh, JP did his last pit stop, that's what it was.
That car has a lap now. You got one inside.
He's looking for this thing to go green to the end, which it could.
You got one inside.
I just got out of his way right there.
Clear low, clear low.
I think I vote for this. I think I expect a caution.
The lead is 20.
I think we try and race Mitch for the lead here, and we expect a caution to end this thing. But we've just had 2 terrible corners in a row. I don't know if our tires are going to make it that long. JP's gambling that this is going to go all green and we can't make it, and he's going to leapfrog all of us by a ton. But we still got 40-something laps. Not 40, but 30. This right front is dead already, though.
Thank you, Kate.
We're like 4 laps short on fuel, so everyone needs to pit for sure. Almost positive. Let's try and get back in the rhythm. We need to catch back up to Mitch. Oh my gosh, it is so tight. We pushed way too hard at the beginning of this run. I don't think we're getting back to him. Why don't we just do this? Not that that's going to help us much. Oh, we're hanging with him. I think we're both getting tight. It's going to be so hard to pass them if we're on even tires. I think we've been able to pass them earlier because our tires have been better. But I don't think they're going to be better by the time we get to them, if we get to them this time. Especially if we spin off the corner, then it won't matter. Ooh, we got a good entry there.
Thank you.
We got a good entry there. We're knocking on his door. And then we hit the apron and have a terrible corner. So hard for me to be consistent.
The lead did a 24.832.
We were 2/10 quicker that time. But we hit the apron and lost the ground that we gained.
Go under.
Oh, we just had a couple horrible corners in a row again. As soon as we get to them, we just settle back down. Settle back down. We just keep clipping the apron. I'm trying to be too fine with it on the bottom. I need to just let it drift up a bit like he is, like I was doing earlier. And now we're getting loose off the corner. My shoulders are killing me here. This is intense, intense racing. Oh, I'm so terrible out of 2. Make a mistake, Mitch. Make a mistake. He's not making any big enough. A little loose there, but he doesn't lose any momentum from it. Oh! That was not what we wanted. Yeah, I feel that. Me just trying too hard, this thing's broken. Oh, round of applause. Toe is knocked out, but it's still drivable. I don't think it's going to hurt us on pace. It's just I have to hold the wheel different now. 25.012. If we get a short run, I'll probably be bad. I got to hold it way further to the right, down the straightaway now. That's okay. It's all right. That was such an intense run. I was trying so hard to catch him.
Right front tire is wearing out.
When are people going to pit? People have already been pitting. Ian's on pit road. We pushed so hard this run, it's crazy. Way harder than the others. I think we go long, I don't know. This could end under yellow. I mean, you don't expect it. But it's happened so often in this series. I think Mitch is playing that strategy. I think Billy might be, Steven, Nick. Probably won't work since we're planning for it. We're going to have 20 to go next time. And we may get the yellow right here. He keeps it straight enough. This thing is so wobbly down the straightaway now that the toe is knocked out. Fastest lap of the race just happened for someone who came out on new tires. Fastest lap overall. We're losing time to Billy. I don't think we're very fast anymore. But we've absolutely killed these tires, and we've killed the right front suspension a bit. Mitch hasn't gotten too far away from us. I think we might be closing back in a little bit, but not much. He's getting better exits than me still. Every time I'd catch him, I'd just make a huge mistake and lose it, and then that final mistake just plowed into the wall, getting loose off the corner. That's what did it. Still running P2 though. Trying to get this thing to the pit stop. We are falling like a rock now though. We've killed the right front. We got new tires coming fast. Just stay out of Bryce's way here. JP's coming by.
All clear, all clear.
If we don't get a caution, JP is going to win this race. No doubt in my mind.
Inside. Clear low, clear
Thanks,
low.
Peter.
Inside. Alright, man, that car is flat down. Clear low, clear low.
Oh, man. This car feels like junk down the straightaway now. It's crazy. That's what happens when you wreck. That's essentially what we did. JP just got shoved as Jordan caught him in a bad spot.
29 pitting.
Our right front is completely decimated.
That car is a lap down.
Is Mitch going to end up pitting before we do? I have no idea. Probably not. We're at the point in the run, about 9 to go, where the right front starts to go away. But I think we just run this empty and see if we catch a caution. I think that's our hope. Kind of like Nick did. Not worry about losing track position. We may not get a good finish, or we may get a great finish. A majority of the people, I think, are staying out, though. At least for right now. Billy's just going to pass us, though. Our tires are dead. Absolutely destroyed.
25.149.
We're 3/10 slower than Mitch now.
Inside. Stay high.
Try and let him go off of 2. That just cost us a ton of time that we didn't need to do, and he's
Got
pitting,
one inside.
I
All
think.
clear, all clear.
The car in front is pitting.
Mitch is not pitting. Here comes Nick. Here comes Ian.
Got one inside. Clear low, inside. Stay high.
I'm going to race him. But we got nothing
Clear low,
in terms
clear
of
low.
tires.
Then they go with the line. Inside.
Man, if we pit, we're not even going to be able to turn to get to pit road.
That car is a lap down. Stay high.
This thing is so dead on the right front, it's insane. Whoa. I thought he was going to go low. We'll just run high for him.
Got one
We don't
inside.
need track time or anything.
Still there? Hold the line.
Oh my gosh, I can't control this thing down the straight. I'm also overdriving it, nearly plowing into him.
That car is a
This is
lap down.
bad.
Got one inside.
We got to pit.
Clear low,
Absolutely,
clear
we
low.
got to pit.
Got one inside.
We got to pit
About
as
5
soon
laps.
as possible.
All clear, all clear. Stay high.
But I can't get to pit road. I'm just swarmed.
That car is a lap down. You're all clear all around.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 2.2.
No, I'm not pitting this time. I think there could be a wreck, but I cannot get the car to turn.
Got one outside. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Outside. 2 wide there.
I have to
All
pit.
clear, all clear. All right, man, that car is
I thought there
a
might
lap
be a
down.
wreck, but I can't stay out here another lap.
Outside.
We have 0% right front.
You're clear high, clear high. That car is a lap down.
I had to slow down so early there. We basically blew a right front. That's what it feels like.
That car is a lap down.
Oh, man. Fuel, we need 1 gallon. Take 3. This is not going to work out good for us. There goes JP. We're going to take 4 tires, I guess. Mitch is still out there.
Box in 10.
How many people are on the lead lap? We're not going to be on the lead lap anymore. We might fall back to 15th.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
No! All the mistakes coming right at the end. 9% on the right front that time. That's why we couldn't turn. Dumb.
Alright,
We're
that's it. Go.
going to be back in 17th. Well, we cost ourselves a really good finish for no reason. We were up there racing Mitch. I thought I had speed.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
We're in it 2 or 3 laps down in like 20th.
That car is a lap down. Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
That's unfortunate after having such a good car and a good run.
The car in front of you is the position. Go get it.
The car in front of you is slow position.
Oh well. We can maybe get a couple spots back here, but there's like hardly any laps left, so probably not.
5 laps to go. Alright, the car in front of you is slow position. Outside.
Probably going to end up being a wreck.
You're clear high, outside. That car is a lap down. All clear, all clear. 2 laps to go. You got 1 outside. Alright, man, that car is a lap down. All clear, all clear.
2 to go. We're just stuck in traffic. How did these guys make it to the end?
1 outside.
Did they make it?
You're clear high.
Do they have to pit? I don't know.
Outside. Stay low.
I'm just stuck in traffic
Watch the line. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 9.8.
with new tires.
All clear, all clear. Alright, man. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Inside.
Sorry about that, Colton. That's a terrible place to pass, but I caught you so fast and I gotta go. Not that I got anything to go for. Could have just waited behind him.
Oh, don't worry, Cole. I ain't gonna be trying to pass ya.
You're clear high, outside. You're clear high.
I don't know how they made it to the end.
Well, that definitely evened it out from
Man.
dumping you. Bad week for me.
There's the flag, man. It's over.
Man, how did all you guys make it to the end? That's insane.
I topped off on that last caution up to 1 to go
Gosh dang it.
and saved a little on the corner.
Oh,
I didn't, but I got 0.3 as of right now.
great run.
Yep, I'm in point 3 as well.
And I was clutching it like the whole time, and I started clutching it real hard at the end.
Man. Well, great run. I never clutched it. I didn't think it was possible to make it. So I just destroyed the right front anyway, so it didn't even matter. But great run, great race, great win. That was a really, really fun one. Man.
Yeah, great race, guys. That was amazing.
Just never heard where like they deselect your tires off the start going on the grid.
Yeah, that is really strange. That sucks. Well,
No, when iRacing races play out like that, in fuel mileage races, that's awesome. That's just phenomenal racing.
yeah. I thought we might get a caution there.
Really sucked because that first run I went from 33rd or 34th to 13th, so I was in there to have a shot at that win, and then I pit. I was like, what? Tires selected? It is what it is, though.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. We end up 2 laps down with our terrible thing, and then I just it didn't work out for us in the end. But we had a great race. We had a fast car. We had a good run. Mitch ends up getting the win. I think he won Richmond, right? So that's his 2nd win. Great job to him. Nick ends up 2nd. He was playing the right strategy. We just fell apart at the end. We were pushing so hard to try and catch Mitch. I thought we might have been able to. We got to his bumper and then just got extremely loose out of turn 4 and slammed the wall, and that knocked the toe out of it and probably contributed to the tire wear quite a bit. We'll go take a look at the just couple of incidents that we had. We end one under green, which is fantastic. It didn't work out for us, like I said, but still an awesome race, awesome finish. Great job to Mitch. I was not prepared for all of them to be able to make it. I for sure thought Mitch wasn't going to be able to, but he ended up doing it. Matthew trying to get to pit road, I think. He ends up spinning. Oh my gosh. That was Rick just sneaking by. And that's just a 1-car incident, so nobody got in there. Hold on, I'm responding to Chad. He's confused about him beating me, but I was telling him I fell off so bad trying to hang with Mitch, and then I couldn't make it, and apparently everyone else around me could, and I was not prepared for that. So I ended up pitting with 5 to go, and that ruined me. So, but even if I could have made it, the right front wasn't going to survive those last couple laps. We were going to lose all those positions anyway, I'm sure. So Matthew was the caution there, and then we get another caution shortly after that, I think. Did we get an immediate caution? No, this is the wave around that we get. That's why it's a shorter lap, but we do get another caution just a few laps after that, and that's what hurt those guys that were in the lead at that point after going long. But it actually works out for them still, because they still end up finishing well. What was the contact? It's going to be right around here. I think, yeah, Caden gets into the 16 of Ryan, and that spins him to the inside. And that takes out Ryan. And that is the yellow. That's unfortunate for Ryan. Really unfortunate there. And then we went green to the end. After that, I was so close to catching Mitch. We go back to like lap 166. I get so close. Really thought I was going to be able to get him, because we had been quicker on older tires, like at the end of the runs, the whole race. So I thought surely we were going to be able to get to him before the end of this race. And I was thinking we all had to pit, or we were going to catch a caution, like Larry Mack's Race Trends said. But neither of those happened. Mitch was able to make it. Maybe we were only catching him because he was saving. And you can see us get loose out of 4, and that's where we got ruined. After that, it was not driving well and burning up the tire, 9% on the right front after that. But my goodness, what a race. Great win to Billy. Mitch, he just said Billy. Great win to him. We were putting the pressure on him. He did not have it easy, that final run, for sure. We were putting the pressure on him hard. He never made a mistake. He did a great job. And let's take a look at the points, if I can get them to pull up here. Go to seasons. Colton retakes the lead by a few points there with his 55 bonus points. We get 5 extra points for leading a few laps in this one. And we are about 70 points ahead of Ian, who's about 50 points ahead of Tracy. So Colton retakes the lead from us. Great job to him. We get a disappointing finish after having a fast car, but that's all right. Mitch down in 8th after getting that win. John up to 5th. Tracy 4th. Man, these guys right here, so fast. If you exclude me there, like all of these guys, incredibly quick. John ends up getting back to 4th, so luckily that pit penalty didn't hurt him too bad. I felt bad about not clearing it, but I didn't think that was a thing I should have been clearing, but we'll take a look at the results. Great freaking Dover race. 2 cautions, and that hard racing, that was just insanity. So Mitch and Nick leads 19 laps. How many did I lead? 15. Dang it. Didn't even beat him with that. Great points day for Nick, though, 175 points. Mitch gets 180. Who led the most? That'd be JP, 67, I believe. Colton led 34, so he adds to his, I think, season-leading total of laps led. John gets 1 for the 5 extra points. He ties with Andrew, who ends up 3rd. And Ian gets 6 laps led, and then Peter in the 26 or the 92 car winds up getting a lap led as well. Man, what a race. That was a great one. Another awesome race. Dover, one heck of a track if you can get green runs, and that was nothing but green runs, and that was just amazing. Thanks for watching again.